Okay, so we need to talk about Ryan Reynolds because you know that I've said quite a couple times that I'm a fan of his movies. I'm grateful that he brought Deadpool to the big screen. Him and Tim Miller did a great job in that first Deadpool movie. The second Deadpool movie was I like it a lot personally. The third it was okay-ish. Was a great nostalgia bait. But the recent developments, not only from the Justin Baldoni lawsuit, but those things that are being unearthed precisely on that script from Deadpool and Wolverine are, well, nothing short of disturbing. I'm going to just jump right into the details. And we have this thanks to Melanie King and, well, there's a lady that is right here. Dear God, the original line Ryan Reynolds wanted his 7-year-old daughter to say in Deadpool, you know, that had all this. This is the scene with a lot of Deadpools in which one of them, in fact, was like a parody of Justin Baldoni, by the way. There was this child Deadpool that had this line is, when I want your opinion, I will take my cucumber out of your mouth. Okay, right there. It's like just what she was supposed to say. And well, I'm going to just play this. I'm gonna play this so you can hear it for yourself. Make sure that my audio is working. Let's do this.
Would you believe me if I told you that according to this Deadpool script, the disgusting lines Kidpool said that's going viral was actually the best option available? And I know you're wondering, Elsie, what the fuck does that even mean? It's either Kidpool says,
"Ew, when I want your opinion, I'll take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth."
Or she says, hey, when we want your opinion, I'll take my panini out of your mouth.
You have to understand that the actor, the girl acting, is Ryan Reynolds' daughter. There's her name. We're gonna know about her name in a minute. 7 years old. She's Ryan Reynolds' daughter. All right.
Well, what the fuck? Inez is a girl. Inez is 7 years old. Inez is a child. Inez is your child. Why would you write a line that says your child will take her panini out of your mouth? She doesn't even have a panini, number one. Number two, that's a child, your child, and you coached her to say this? And then you were like,
Yeah, you wonder what is going on in that house, how they treat each other, how they talk to each other, and don't they, oh, maybe they are so happy. This is all for a show. No. I know my stuff. I know my stuff. When you see people pushing for this kind of stuff on screen, it's like to see how much they can get away with. And believe me, there's a lot more to talk about Ryan Reynolds.
Maybe this doesn't work, so we're going to go with another route of she's going to take Wolverine's panini out of your mouth. How was this allowed? And Disney, y'all got the script out for the world to see? Y'all just not scared, huh? Well, one of our amazing associates reached out to me and said, do you know what the actual line for Kidpool was supposed to be? And I said, no, what? And again, I never thought it could be worse than that. So I said, no, what was it going to be? They sent me the screenshot. I thought it was AI. I thought it was a joke. So I went and did my own research. And lo and behold, they're not even hiding it. Because all you have to do if you want to see it for yourself is go to Disney.com, assets.debut.disney.com. The script is out for the world to see. Seriously, if there are any lawyers in the house, let me know. Am I able to sue Sherry Panini and Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, because this is it's just disgusting. There's another thing. Did you know that Inez, the name of Ryan Reynolds' daughter, is the name of one of the characters? Deadpool, the character in the comics, has horizontal mambo with in the comics. And let's do the math. Like Deadpool, the original Deadpool, the movie was filmed 10 years ago. So Inez was born like 3 years after the movie was even began filming. So it's not like he was not aware of the Deadpool character. And you know that before the movie was greenlighted, they leaked with Tim Miller this little clip, was CGI clip that was like 5 years before that. It's like it had been going in production forever. So it's not like Ryan Reynolds was not aware that this was a character that was in a relationship with Deadpool in the comics. And you name your daughter like that? Don't you tell me you don't find that at least a bit disturbing. I am just finding out about this, and I say, what did this have so many words to define this? But this is just disturbing. Ryan Reynolds then made his daughter Inez say lines describing sex between herself and him. But this, when I want your opinion, I'll take my out of your mouth, was the original line. She was forced to say this and other sexually graphic lines up to 500 times allegedly. I have no confirmation of this, but knowing how perfectionist is this guy, I wouldn't be surprised. I thought even 50 times would have been too much. I mean, how many times can you repeat that? Can you scream that to say it right? Who are you? Are you Stanley Kubrick or something? I would have understood that from Stanley Kubrick, but still Stanley Kubrick was like 70, 80 takes, but 500, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's daughter Inez was named after a character that, well, it's you can see it here. Oh my God, this is and things get a bit worse. Citizen journalist. So when you thought Ryan Reynolds' situation with his daughter Inez couldn't get any more disgusting, the Daily Mail has come out with more. At the Deadpool premiere, Reynolds thanks his children and says he hopes their participation in the film was wait for it, traumatic for them. I want to thank my kids, James, Inez, Betty, Olin, who are here. I hope that if I'm lucky, this moment will be the most traumatic thing. That is the contents of this movie that happens in your wondrous life. I mean, so many times. I have to say this. This is not in defense of Ryan Reynolds, but so many times the guy has been out of just in a joke, right? He's joking about things, and but joking about things with adults. That's one thing. That's the kind of humor we are. Therefore, we know that the movies are rated R. We have no problem with that. We thank him for making rated R movies great again. We thank Hugh Jackman for having made Logan. Was a great movie, by the way. James Mangold just did a great job with that movie, an amazing job. But another different thing is involving kids and your kids with this into this, and especially it's like trying to get away with something on screen. I'm going to get away with it. People will be talking about this. It's like having the script online for everybody to see is the kind of behavior that I see on, let's say, some. I'm not going to say that Ryan Reynolds is a sociopath or a psychopath. I am not saying that, but it's classic in sociopaths and psychopaths to leave breadcrumbs so they are, found out. And they are found out why? Because they want people talking about them. Oh, well, you got me, or you got, or maybe they can claim that they're victims, that you are exaggerating things. It's just a script. It's nothing. You are, they like to gaslight as well, but they like that, that hype, that adrenaline of being caught. And regarding the adrenaline of being caught, we also have this break-in thanks to a spiritual shift. Ryan Reynolds admitted to committing arson and covering it up. Now here. Ryan Reynolds admitted to committing arson and covering it up. In a print version of the Arizona Daily Star published on December 8, 2004, Ryan Reynolds openly admitted to setting a fire at his elementary school that burned down part of the building, and he got away with the crime. Ryan, who was 28 at the time of the interview, called himself a bad kid and bragged about being an instigator. He admitted to starting a fire that spread to a building but kept quiet about it for years and only confessing after the statute of limitations had expired, as he himself said. What? even if in his confession he made light of it, oh, no big deal, casually mentioning that he hoped, he is not even sure, he hoped no innocent person had been wrongfully punished for his crime. I personally verified this article on newspapers.com. This is 100% real and not some internet rumor. I have attached the article below. This is just baffling. It's like, oh, there's no big deal. And again, since nobody caught him on this arson stuff, it was boring, right? Oh, nobody found out that it was me who set fire to the school. Well, the state of limitations is already up, so maybe I can say that myself, and there will be no repercussions, right? I was a kid. I was a problematic kid. I hope that nobody was punished for this. Again, it's the same pattern. Oh, I was not caught. I need to come forward and say it myself. Also, Ryan Reynolds, alleged former drama teacher, says Ryan had a streak on him and questions if he was evil or a sociopath. It was alleged former drama teacher. In Candace Owens' February 12, 2025 podcast and YouTube episode, she reveals that Ryan's alleged old drama teacher reached out to share a disturbing experience with Ryan Reynolds. The teacher admitted he wouldn't trust Ryan and wondered if he had sociopathy or even an evil streak when Ryan was 12. You already know that at that age, if you see, the signs, for example, if kids, I'm not saying that Ryan Reynolds was doing this. If you see kids torturing animals for fun, you already know what we're talking about. We are talking about that. Sociopaths, psychopaths, a big difference. I have a video on what is the difference between the two. When people call someone a sociopath or serial killer without a diagnosis, they're usually prescribing behavior or describing behavior that feels manipulative, cruel, or dangerous. It's a way of calling out patterns that seems callous or lacking empathy, even if they don't meet clinical definitions. And in the last, remark, remember that in Deadpool 2, they were fined nearly $300,000 for safety violations in accident that killed a stunt woman. And yes, as Cher, the fat book lover, says, wait a minute. A black lady lost her life on the set of Deadpool 2 due to lack of safety precautions, and they settled and silenced it and was fined for a mere $300,000. And 2 days after her death, they started filming again. Now you got Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively having the audacity to sue Justin Baldoni after someone literally is no longer living because of his movie. This couple is not serious. They don't care about anyone but themselves. Now, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. So many signals are out there. Again, I tell you time and time again, it's nice when people do, movies and stuff, but we, most of the time, don't know what is going on at the backstage. But I'm pretty sure that this is going to be developing soon. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Bar Language Guy. Much love and bliss.